Hi, Hugh, Jerethra here, reporting for Canadian Uncensored Media, and I'm here with competitor Adam Gunny Bach. Adam, thank you for taking some time today to talk to us.
My pleasure.
So we have a few questions before you compete today.
Okay.
What do you have to say about the allegations you had to borrow someone's night vision to come here and do that?
Definitely not true. I definitely have my own 10,000 set of nods. Definitely didn't borrow them from a good buddy of mine last week.
I'm currently here with Justin Patrick of Knox Raiders. Justin, thank you for joining us today.
Oh, thank you.
So why are you here today?
We are here to go on a secret spy mission to save girls who show us their boobs.
And have you in fact seen a woman's boobs before?
Not yet.
Here's hoping.
Before the event, all of the competitors were instructed to head to the range hut to listen to the safety briefing. Thomas Simpson took center stage as he listed what was expected of all the competitors, as well as everyone present. Zimming Wan of FortKnight Solutions was also there to give a speech on the current status of gun ownership in Canada.
Paying any attention over the past 2 years, our shooting sports are under attack again. And right now it's not looking that great, but we can still be a catalyst for change against Bill C-21. Actually, last year I was actually testifying in the committee in Parliament against C-21.
We talk about some of our sponsors. They've really made...
Thomas then went on to list the sponsors of the event, which included Milsurp warlord Misty Mountain Supply, someone who I was keen to talk to.
They've been throwing equipment at us to give out to you guys since day one, when our first shoot was just 11 people years ago. Every single time they've supported us. Likewise, Misty Mountain Supply, a man here, he's been dishing out the Gucci kit for you guys to get every step of the way. In addition to that, we've got Off-Spec War, present here with Dan. He's going to be conducting some of the stages here today. He ran some of the stages, Summer Brutality as well. So a big thank you to him for coming here. In addition, providing Stop the Bleed aid, should we hopefully not need it. Mr. Meat Shower is knocking around videoing. He's always supporting us.
Sir.
The safety stage is not a competitive component of this event. It is an opportunity for you to go slow, find what works, what doesn't work, and show that you can conduct yourself safely.
They're currently doing the squad briefings and dividing them into squads. And they're going to do a safety stage. The tensions are high here. You can see that everyone's ready and yearning to go to envelop themselves in Canadian Brutality torture, or CBT.
The night had barely even started. All that was happening was grown men standing around in camouflage with guns. But I had so many questions from what little I'd seen. The one thing I knew, the real story laid with the competitors.
I'm currently here in Bay 3 with Delta Squad while they're about to partake in their safety check. Let's go around and ask how they're feeling. Could you please state your name for the record?
I'm Jordan.
Jordan, is this your first brutality event?
No.
How many brutality events have you done?
3 or 4. I love bullshit like this.
Colin, how are you feeling?
Fantastic.
And what do you have to say about the allegations that you just threw up crazy style?
Absolutely true. It was a tactical weight reduction.
What do you have to say about the allegations that crazy style is worse than lazy style?
False.
They're currently doing the safety briefing. Let's listen in.
To show that I was a journalist that they could trust, I had to show that I was one of them. You could see it in their faces, each member ready to do battle against the timer.
It sounds like the possibility of them getting fucked up while doing the shooting, but in a safe manner that's going to be enjoyable for them is a possibility.
While being around Delta Squad, I decided it was best to immerse myself by listening to the safety brief of the safety stage. Little did I know what sort of characters or caliber of men I would soon be met with.
I'm currently standing here in front of the warming bay at Bay 3. Can you please state your name for the record?
It's Mr. Hogg.
How does it feel to be here in Prince George?
It's good. It's good. It's not every day that a hog gets a good cranking.
Are you happy or let down by the fact that you've been in Prince George for more than 24 hours and haven't been stabbed yet?
It's a surprise, honestly. The culture shock is not what I'd expected. The blood runs in the streets deep here, so to have that level of disappointment is, it's regrettable, but here we are. We're going to press on.
Now, what are your goals today at Night Brutality 2023?
Crank some hogs and suck some dogs, dude. Costco, get that $1.50 dog in you.
I personally, as someone who's witnessed many shooting events, can state that he does in fact have that dog in him. Barks or mug?
Barks.
He does not have that dog in him.
I then decided to roam around and see if the palpable tension was shared amongst the other squads.
We have another squad here who's about to do their safety brief. Let's go listen in. Tensions are high.
Tensions were high. Everyone could feel it.
We've been informed that we need to put ear and eye protection in right now for safety purposes. Tensions are high here. Tensions are incredibly high.
That's when I noticed a familiar face from before. I had some questions for him.
Question for you. Those devices in front of your eyes, what in fact are they?
These are the ABRNVGs.
And what exactly do they allow you to do?
They allow me to see at night.
Now, nighttime's only 50% of the day. Why don't you just do stuff during the day?
Because in Canada here, nighttime is not 50% of the day.
Oh.
The time. Yeah, there's a twist there. You weren't counting on that, eh?
I was not. This is an M. Night Shyamalan-worthy twist that I wasn't expecting.
Yeah. Oh, I caught him off guard, but he looks like a dickhead.
Now, what do you have to say about the allegations that you could just jam carrots in your eyes, baby carrots or wild carrots in your eyes, and it would do the exact same effect?
It does work. That's what I was doing before. And then I had to get ocular reconstructive surgery, and then I decided to go this route.
Tensions are high.
Tensions are very high. I am freaking out.
I think we were all feeling a little freaked out, but the question still remained. When would it all begin? Before the event, I was invited to a gear shura by a group called the Brutality. They were hesitant about being on film, but they wanted to show the world their power.
Can you ask them what they wish to accomplish at Night Brutality?
Brutality.
One of the things that they've brought here, they've shown their kit. They seem to be well equipped and been ready for a brutal event. How do they source such high-end kit?
Joe Biden. They got the pals.
What is a PAL exactly? Just for clarification.
Ja, already know.
Can you? How long have they been training for an event like this? They have a lot of equipment. Clearly, they've been participating in training. Were monkey bars involved at some point?
After meeting these men, there was no denying it. These fighters, these hardened men, these Brutality were something to be reckoned with. The way they carried themselves, the way they spoke, the look in their eyes, the lack of fear in their hearts, it said it all. They wanted to prove themselves. They were prepared to go through something brutal, a journey that would take them to hell and back twice. They were ready to wage war against the shot timer in their designated bays. They're just finishing up their safety briefing here. It's about to start at any minute. We're really looking forward to seeing what the competitors, the participants of the event, are able to put forward. I'm here. Shit, they're shooting. They're shooting. Fuck, they're shooting. They're shooting. We're getting shot at. They're shooting. Apparently this is normal. These men have they have nerves of steel. I'd never felt an adrenaline surge like that before. I'm currently here with Brock Lindell, a previous participant that I have participated in brutality events with before. Brock, thank you very much for speaking with us.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything for you guys.
Would you say that tensions are high here?
Yes.
Tensions are high.
Even though shots had rang out, I was still determined in my search for someone.
We've been informed that military surplus warlord Misty Mountain Supply is somewhere here in the vicinity. We will try to find him and sit down and talk to him. If we can find him, it's going to be the interview of the century.
Where was Misty? Who was Misty? Was he a person or an all-being entity? How did the Misty Empire come to be? Did he have Fleck Tarn in my size? I had questions that needed to be answered, and I would not leave Prince George until I found him.
I'm currently here with Milsurp warlord Misty Mountain Supply. We found him on the range. Misty, thank you for taking some time out of your busy schedule here.
Yes. I love everybody. Lots of love. Love is the answer. Hashtag love on Instagram, everybody.
Cheeseburgers or pizza?
I've been advised not to answer that by my lawyer.
Tensions are high. Would you say that tensions are high?
Perhaps.
Tensions are high.
Gunshots. Gunshots were everywhere. But I'd quickly have to grow accustomed to it, otherwise I wouldn't survive in a competition or an environment like this.
Once he's back on the line, we'll ask him how it went. I'm really excited to see how well of a stage that he shot. Even though it's for safety purposes and in no way, shape, or form is timed, it's going to be interesting to get his inputs on how it all went. And for some reason, I sounded British there for a second. That's probably because Tom's coming up behind me and I'm intimidated by him. Brock, you just did the safety shoot. How did it go?
Good. Other than I got to practice my prone because I can't see shit with the night vision right now.
Would you say that it's good to go out ahead of time and test your gear in a safe, controlled manner before you come to a competition like this?
Nope, absolutely not. You should show up, brand new dots, no batteries and nothing. Put it all together right here on the range is probably the best thing to do.
Apparently, someone brought a Star Wars laser blaster in. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, or it's in the sky. Yeah. There's no reason it should be pointed there. Off to the side.
The muzzle blast from that rifle was quite incredible. Something out of Dragon Ball Z, a full Hadouken moment.
Just then, a thought popped in my head. How is Colin's tummy tum at the moment?
We were wondering if we could get an update on your tummy tum.
I'm going to remedy it with some soldier fuel.
What flavor of Soldier Fuel bar is that?
Peanut butter, I do believe.
How do you think? What are your expectations for the Soldier Fuel bar?
I have been told large amounts of sugar, carbs, calories, and survivability.
Tensions are high.
It looked like I wasn't the only one concerned about Colin's tummy tum. A fellow squad mate, Jordan, tried to brighten his spirits with his Zonic pouch to help calm his nerves.
Skylar, how many brutality competitions have you done since you've become a shooter?
This is probably my fourth one, actually, total.
I've recently watched the Indian thriller movie called Drive. Are you aware of it?
I am aware of it. We were actually watching it last night, and wow. I mean, an experience. It's one of the movies of all time.
How many CGI drift scenes out of 10 would you give it?
How many CGI drift scenes out of 10? I mean, at least an 8.5 out of 10 if we're talking about, like, Keno gambling graphics in a bar. I mean, it's roughly comparable.
After you're done watching this film, make sure you go onto Netflix, even though I cannot support Netflix really, but go onto Netflix and search the movie Drive. Not the Ryan Gosling one, but the one that is obviously not the Ryan Gosling one, and watch it and enjoy.
Bollywood Drive. Yeah, the Bollywood version. Watch it.
Gentlemen, I have a question for you. As someone who has reported many times for Canadian Uncensored Media, how are these shots not scaring you? The constant gunfire, how are you keeping your wits?
I love bullshit like this.
I'm deaf.
I personally am terrified every time I hear the shots. I don't believe that I will ever become used to them, and it is absolutely terrifying. To see hardened, hard as steel men like you not even flinch when gunshots are happening overhead, it is truly superhuman. Tensions are high.
It was around this time that the allegations started coming out. The murmurs grew into roars. I contacted Thomas Simpson over the phone to confront him about it, and here's what he had to say.
I deny all the allegations. There's no proof or evidence. They are trying to get rid of me. There were no witnesses. No one has come forward. These allegations are false.
And speaking to the participants of the event, it was clear that they didn't want to speak about the allegations either.
I will deny all those allegations. It was not me. They definitely, wasn't me.
How would you describe the tensions right now at Night Brutality?
Tensions?
Would you say the tensions have never been higher?
Sure.
Jordan! Yes. How would you say tensions are right now? Tensions have never been higher. Tensions have never been higher.
It was then that I started noticing that the divisiveness was growing too. This was worrying to see.
We are seeing division between the shooters and high tensions here at Canadian Multi-Guns Night Brutality 2023. Personally, I came in here with the ideology that things would be united and tensions would be low, but we're seeing that they've never been more divided and tensions have never been higher.
Fucking white light out of here.
Yeah, as long as you prove the jail.
There's
no evidence that they're using
you.
white light. Where's your evidence? Where's your evidence?
You can see the tension.
See it.
Yeah?
I turned it off. You can't see white light under night vision. That's a fact.
This is my fucking area.
This
is my area.
You see night under night vision.
You're going crazy right now.
You can't see. I'm crazy style.
You're going crazy style?
I'm gonna go crazy style.
I can tell. I'll fucking go crazy style right now.
The tensions have never been higher.
Tensions.
We're back with Jordan, who is part of the Night Fighter class, and Colin, who's part of the Light Fighter class. Now, Jordan, what is required for the Night Fighter class?
You need night vision
And Colin, what do you need for the Light Fighter class?
Light.
So they have divided you between light and night vision.
Yes. We've been more divided.
Would you agree, Jordan, that between the two, between light fighters and night fighters, that things have never been more divided?
Things have never been more divided.
We've never been more divided than right now. We're witnessing it here first on Canadian Uncensored Media.
It was then that the tension and divisiveness turned into mental instability.
Crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. A rubber room. A rubber room with rats. Rats make me crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. A rubber room. A rubber room with rats. Rats make me crazy.
I was able to recollect myself and saw something that needed to be shown to the world.
Do you feel like them SEAL boys right now with them quad tubes on?
I do. I feel very ready to raid the compound as we speak.
How does it feel to know that right now you're basically wearing a house down payment on your head?
I mean, I don't know how to feel. I mean, it seems absurd.
Tensions were still high, though. I ran into Thomas Simpson as he was driving around and asked what he thought.
We're here with Thomas Simpson, the creator of Canadian Multigun. Thomas, how's everything going so far?
Tensions are high.
Tensions were high. I thought to myself, was my presence a contributing factor? I realized that I needed to do something to help ease things.
Everyone has to do their part. They're shooting. We're now about to watch the stage that was made possible by Chromag Corp Industries, a Canadian veteran-owned and ran business that helps create speed loaders. Right now he's currently using the Chromag Mag Ripper. He's now loaded 10 rounds. You got the shot. You got the shot.
0 and 1.
You could see that he changed his style after using his white light in order to hit the pistol and make him a little more accurate. That's one of the most important things when tensions are high at a brutality event, is if something's not working, trying something else. We're going to see if we can talk to Dan from Ospec War.
What do I do with my hands?
Whatever you would like, whatever makes you feel comfortable.
Okay.
How would you describe the difficulty of the stage that you're running here is?
Well, the stage that we're currently about to run has been coined, or I should say has been named, it means the same thing, the Mogadishu quarter mile. So you could surmise that perhaps based off historical events, if you're familiar with those and therefore born before the year 2000, it could have some difficulty presented.
Two more questions for you. One, we've heard from many participants that tensions have never been higher, and the divisiveness, the division between white light and night fighter shooters, the division has never been bigger. Would you agree with that?
Segregation of colors has always been a problem in this continent.
And also, did you have something with onions for dinner?
I prefer not to answer.
He did. You all just got back from doing the 1,400 meter range, correct?
Yeah.
How much did it suck?
You can hit with a pistol at 1400.
It is rifle and pistol both. Yeah.
Now, we're using 22 LR when engaging at 1,400 meters with a pistol.
17 HMR is a bit quicker, so.
And how would you describe the ballistic trajectory when it comes to holding over your target?
It's more like a mortar fire. It's not quite breaking 90, it's bumping mostly up.
That tracks. We're now about to watch one of the competitors do the Mogadishu quarter mile. From what I've heard from some of these competitors is that they live their life a Mogadishu quarter mile, or what's the saying from Fast and the Furious? I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
My family lives a quarter mile at a time.
It's all about family. He is now, in fact, using civilian targets as cover. A bold move. Let's see how it pays off. So at this point now, he's come across a fallen night brutality competitor, where he now has to identify and assess what has gone wrong with them, and if the situation applies a tourniquet, which it will, apply the tourniquet. But here's the thing: there's two sets of stains on the mannequin that they're using. So you have to one of the stains is red, the other stain is blue. So he has to identify using some form of light which is which. Otherwise, if he tourniquets the wrong limb, the person dies and he gets a penalty.
I then ran into Mr. Hogg and was curious of how his evening was going.
I know originally you stated that you planned on cranking Hog tonight. Do you think you've achieved that goal yet, or you're on your way to accomplishing that goal?
I'd say yes. I think we're in the preliminary stages of a good hog cranking. We're getting really warmed up. Everyone's getting in the mood. I mean, the weather's on our side. It's nice and warm. It's toasty. There's no funk setting in yet, but I think once everyone gets into the groove of it, it's really going to come together, and these hogs are going to get cranked.
You've looked through the panos here put on by FortKnight Solutions. What were your initial thoughts of looking through panos that you can get here in Canada?
It changed my life. I will never be an innocent soul again. I'm sorry.
I then ran into Zimming of FortKnight Solutions.
I'm joined here by Zimming Wan of FortKnight Solutions. Thank you for your time.
Hold on, let me turn my amps off so I can't hear you. Chicken sandwich right now. Incredible.
Does it sound as good as it tastes?
I'm losing the crunch now. I can sort of hear your questions, but not really.
So we asked Skylar Mode earlier when he was. We asked Skylar Mode earlier when he.
I had to think quickly to my training in Mandarin.
Wilo.
Okay.
We asked Skylar Mode earlier when he was wearing a down payment for a house on his head, how it felt, and to put in his own words, it was a moment in time that he'll forever cherish. How does it feel to be the person handing out that feeling to people?
I could say it feels manly because, a man's body shape or a manly body shape is where the waist is smaller than the shoulders so that you're top heavy. And if you're wearing panos, you're definitely top heavy.
He brought up a fair point, but there was still someone I needed to talk to. Corey, the main character.
Corey, how are you enjoying Night Brutality so far?
Awesome. It's a great night. There's tons of dudes out here.
So far, what has been your favorite stage to run?
The photonic barrier one was kind of cool. It's funny. It's better to probably run it under white light, even though we have all this stuff on our heads. But
so how many Brutality matches have you taken part in so far since Canadian Multigun has started?
This is my third. I missed out. I was tracking the first one, but missed out on it. And since
Tell them about the secret spy mission. Oh, about how we're gonna look at girls.
But would you say that tensions are high?
Oh, at a boiling point.
And very appropriately, the fire flared up there just to prove how high tensions are. Corey, thank you very much for speaking with us.
Yes. Yes. What do you want me to say?
Neither of us knew what to say. All I knew was that I needed to move on.
We're here at arguably one of the more difficult stages here at Night Brutality that involves longer range shooting. Have you participated yet in this stage?
Yes, I have.
Out of all the styles that you participate or that you would have used in this stage, what style did you use?
I did implement crazy style.
What exactly is crazy style?
Speed. Go fast. Low drag.
Anything else?
Speed.
How's your tummy tum?
Fantastic.
You had a question for me earlier. What was your question?
Did you see my crazy style?
Unfortunately, we showed up late to this stage, so we couldn't watch you implement crazy style. How would you, as a team, as a group, say that that this stage was?
Well, as you know, when you're crazy, they're going to lock you in a room, a rubber room.
A rubber room with rats?
Mm-hmm. And the rats
make me crazy.
will make you crazy.
So what happens in this stage?
There's a lot of scooty, running, shooty boy kind of stuff. And a lot of pews and a lot of bangs on steel.
And Matt, how many hits did you make on the targets?
I believe it was about 21. 21?
Yep. Okay. As you can see, they're coming through. As you can see, more people are coming down the hill right now. They're being invited in for the briefing. This is another one of off-spec wars stages where it involves long-distance shooting, is from what I understand. Apparently, someone earlier got 17 out of 20 hits. Is that? Can you confirm or deny 17 out of 20 hits on the stage earlier?
Is this recording?
It is.
No camera.
Suck my dick.
How much?
$5.
We go.
Okay. But anyways, Delta is about to get their briefing about how this stage is going to go. Oh no, they're about to do their safety briefing. We're going to go inside and warm up because it's getting chilly willy out here. Justin, before you start, how are you feeling?
Oh, fuck, not super confident.
Do you think you can do it?
See how this goes.
Tensions have never been higher. This is riveting. This is riveting. Justin, how do you think you did?
I did dog shit.
Now, like small like Shih Tzu dog shit, or like big Doberman dog shit?
Like, fucking dog ate like ice cream.
I then had the privilege of watching the main character compete. I quickly learned why they called him the main character.
Corey, that was what, 15 or so, or how many hits was that?
It was a measured number of hits.
Well, it was about 13, 14 hits.
It was 2 kills.
Incredible shooting, incredible shooting. This is why he is the main character.
I was then told to report to the range hut, where Thomas Simpson informed me that my welcome had been worn out. He credited my presence for being the reason of the high tensions and divisiveness at the event. It was time to leave. I left Prince George as a different man than the one that I had arrived as, but with no stab wounds and no open RCMP files on being an assault victim. But I learned many things that weekend. I learned a lot that evening. That in cold, dark times, hogs get cranked, strangers become friends, friends become brothers, and brothers go crazy style on each other. And that the night will always be brutal to all who stand under its sunless sky.